apparently Hasan has up again. I don't know how. I don't know what we did this time. What else could it possibly be? But apparently Hasan just did the unthinkable. I guess it's time to lock in, like, comment, subscribe, because we're watching another more Pegasus video. I love this dude. Let's get into it.
To absolutely peak entertainment. In today's video, Hasan is once again crying about Asmongold, saying people that watch him are in an echo chamber. He's now glazing the CCP and North Korea while shit-talking America. This is a guy who just last video was telling Asmongold to leave his country, by the way.
Why don't you get the fuck out of my country, Asmongold?
Because he totally loves America.
Ain't you the guy who shits on America every chance you possibly fucking get? Ain't you the guy who said that you were going to leave the country if Trump got elected? Aren't you that guy? Am I crazy, or is that one of your friends? It's one of y'all.
America deserved 9/11, dude.
I feel like you don't like America that much, Hasan. If you don't like it that much, just take your millions of dollars and just leave, bro. Go move to Iran. Go move to wherever the fuck Hamas is, bro. These terrorist orgs that you love so much. Go over there, man. Go hang out with them.
I'm saying it, and I think Americans are gross.
Now, turns out Hamas Diddy Piker is also defending the Death to America chant. Unsurprising from the #1 terrorist Glizzy Gladiator. He's apparently gone to the protests again. Already subscribed so Hasan gets stripped of his American citizenship and is finally deported. And let's start with this clip where Hasan is complaining about Asmongold, talking about echo chambers.
I promise you, I always say this. If you go on Twitter, you think Elon Musk is the most popular guy on the planet, right? Like, holy shit, so many glazers. I mean, there's even still plenty of haters of Elon on Twitter as well, but like...
No. Nobody thinks this. This is not a totality agreement. The guy gets shit on way more than he gets praised. To be honest, and everybody knows that Elon Musk is one of the most insecure people on the planet, to where he actually was getting so tired of being called on drugs, he went out and posted a drug test. When everybody knows he's completely sober, he's just autistic. But to claim that he's universally praised, brother, you've never been on Twitter.
Like, if your only assessment of the world is conducted by who you consume online, if you see the giant numbers that people like Asmongold have in terms of audiences, and you look at Twitter and you see all of the half-botted, half-popular support for neo-Nazi sentiment, you will genuinely develop a false sense of what the world looks like.
Okay, guys, it's a...
Oh, yeah, Hasan? Then what do you do? And how is what you're doing different? What did you do that makes you so great? How should we consume media then? Because here's what he'll do. He'll tell you every way is wrong, and he'll never explain the way that's right. Because he wants his viewers to think, wow, this guy's saying there's so many mistakes to avoid, and he can help me mistake him. I guess I better only listen to him. It's legit just brainwashed, bro. It's so pathetic. If you can only say what's wrong, but you can't say what's right, then don't even bother talking, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Official. Hasan is no longer the Epson Home Cinema 5050. He is the Sony VPL XW5000ES, the best projector ever created, delivering a stunning 4K picture without ever having to replace a lamp. Congratulations on the promotion, Hasan. This level of delusion is insane, bro. You are the one in the echo chamber, bro. Bro legit thinks that most Americans are on his side. Bro, most Americans are not terrorist supporters, nor is the rest of the world. Absolutely nobody but your fringe cult shares your radical views. Your audience is filled with largely unemployed, depressed people who have no prospects in life, so they turn to their only option, which is lighting the world on fire. And
here's what they do. They have a shitty life in America because they're failed human beings, so then they have to convince themselves it's America that did this to them, when in reality, they're just lazy pieces of shit who are just too lazy to actually work for anything in their life, and they have to claim that they're a victim, when in reality, they did this to themselves.
Dividing people and encouraging violence.
Everything
Hasan is the type of guy to address his literal cult-like audience who is actively in an echo chamber and cry about other people being in an echo chamber. Keep in mind the people who watch Hasan literally spam hearts for a shooter. These people justify lighting people on fire with Molotov cocktails if they disagree with them. They think violence to achieve their goals is perfectly fine, including burning cars and robbing stores and supporting terrorists. Definitely not an echo chamber, guys. Anyways, this next part, Hasan is watching a parade for the United States Army, and basically the entire time he spends shitting on America and glazing the CCP and North Korea.
Why is this sauceless? I think other countries that don't have much in terms of military conquest spend a lot more of their limited efforts on putting together sick-ass parades. That's why our parades look kind of sauceless. Low-key, the North Korean parade is better than this.
How is a 45-year-old man using 13-year-old slang phrases like sauceless? Brother, you are 45 years old, Hasan. It's time to wake the fuck up. Bro, we all see that gray in your beard. You are a old, decrepit man with a hair transplant chock full of steroids, and that's why you won't fight anybody, because you have zero explosive bones in your entire fucking body. You are a weak, fragile man. We've all seen how you kick. You are the biggest soy boy with the most overinflated muscles, and I'll be real, Hasan, this is how you look, brother. Everybody knows there is no fuel behind this body that you have, brother. Everybody knows you have bolt-on muscles. Everybody knows you got bolt-on hair. Everybody knows that shit, man. The only thing that's faker than your appearance is your personality, and everybody knows it.
Chinese parades are way sicker than this. North Korean parades are way sicker than this.
So I'm going to use his own logic here. This is kind of what he said to Asmongold, bro. If you like it there so much, go there. Go to North Korea.
True.
I'm sure they will love to welcome Hamas Diddy Baby Oil Piker. I'm sure they throw a lot of Diddy parties. You will enjoy it. Hasan, the America lover, by the way, the red-blooded patriot right here, the constant glazing of North Korea and basically any enemy of America. And his brilliant political commentary is, well, other countries have better parades because they have more time to do that because America is too busy fighting. How the f does anybody listen to this guy, bro? It's literal brain rot political commentary. Now, I don't think I can play the music here, but basically here he is glazing the CCP and North Korea armies, and they basically like move in complete sync. It's a bit unnerving, but look at that smile on his face. Bro is creaming his pants as we speak. Jesus. And after seeing Hasan glaze North Korea, chatter basically calls him out, and here's his response.
LMFAO, but if Americans did this, you'd all be calling them Nazis when China does it. It's hilarious.
Yep.
First of all, I am pro-parade. I have said this over and over again.
Cap.
It's one of the things that, like, actually my leftist community gets mad at me about is my pro-parade, pro-military parade position. I just wish that we had a little bit more marching discipline, you know?
So you're seeing...
Like, these guys are just fucking walking. Like, they're not marching. They're just walking, bro. Like, look at how organized the Chinese military is. Versus this, they're like, oh, yeah, all right. They're schlubbing. They're not fully synced up.
Future enlistment,
like, look at
and
this.
Desire to participate in the Army, because we are an all volunteer force. Conscription.
Are we really going to humor the fact that he actually thinks that this is a big enough deal to where he praises every other country for anything but then shits on America for everything? He knows what he's doing. He knows the audience he's pandering to. This is like the weakest argument I've ever seen. I cannot believe his chat's not calling him out for this. It's all just Keck W spammers. That's all it is. Keck L and Keck W. That's it. That is all it is.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, Hasan will find any reason possible to criticize America. Yep. It's crazy. This guy's like an agent sent by the enemies of America to destroy the country from the inside. Yep. Hasan, we don't see your ass marching. Get out there, bro. Fight for what you believe in. Yep. Oh, wait. You need your maid to wipe your ass sweat from your $3 million mansion. And who honestly cares if they aren't marching 100% in sync in a parade which is meant to be a celebration? They obviously go through intense, rigorous training like every other army in the world. I don't think it matters when you're on the battlefield if your fucking hands are in sync when someone launches a grenade at you. By the way, this guy claims to love America. Mr. America deserved 9/11. Mr. Glazer of anything against America ever. If a new species of aliens came to Earth, he would defect immediately. Bro is a traitor. Then after this, he has the most insane take ever. He says doing a parade to honor the army is being like North Korea somehow. Somehow it's like a dictatorship to honor the army.
This is like, I'm not lived up enough to be like, oh, this is like North Korea, but like low-key, this is like North Korea, bro. Like straight up. Oh, we're showing the world our military prowess by what? Marching through the street?
He just said he's pro-parade when from praising the CCP. And now he's anti-against this parade in America just because it's America. The hypocrisy cannot get any clearer. It's nuts.
Bro, heaven forbid they honor the guys who get their legs blown off in a war on the other side of the world, bro. Heaven forbid they have a day to honor the people.
As been said, in Trump's 4th term, we're going to have the same marching discipline. Maybe not the 4th. That's a little bit too early. Maybe in the 6th. But yeah, somewhere up there for sure. Trump will fix America in his like 6th to 8th term, 100%.
Who are protecting your privileged ass in your $1 million mansion. And what is wrong with a show of strength? That is literally what keeps you safe. That is literally what is allowing you to yap on your goddamn Twitch stream all day, every day for the past few years. If you did not have the army and the cops in general to protect you, your mansion would be raided and ransacked. And a lot of people don't like you, so you'd probably even be dead.
I know this is just one day, but this is a celebration that's supposed to last the entire year. Do you think this can be a reset for the country?
I do think so, because remember that it's the...
No one cares, bro. Cleric, low-key, this parade is kind of bunk compared to USSR and DPRK ones. I know, that's why I was showing side by side the Chinese parade and the DPRK parade. Our military doesn't march. Like, they don't march in unison. Like, they don't do any like serious marches.
Brilliant commentary again, Hasan. The US Army, guys, just doesn't do any serious marches. Brilliant. How did he think of that one? Hasan, we're in the age of missiles and...
I don't know how anybody is this stupid to think that if you can't march right, that means you can't win a war. Brother, that's like saying, well, your car's blue, which means it can't be fast. Yeah, like it may have 1,200 horsepower, but it's blue. It doesn't look cool enough to go fast. It's like, bro, there's fashion and then there's substance, you know? It makes me feel like I'm the crazy one watching him say this and not get called out for it.
drones and nuclear bombs. I think marching is the least of their worries. And honestly, for the love of God, just leave America at this point. Open up a spot for somebody else who actually likes the country. Anyways, now let's get to one of the craziest clips in the entire series so far. Hasan is here defending the Death to America chant. So if you didn't know, Iran and Israel are having a fight right now, right? They're launching missiles at each other. Now, I can't really play these clips, but you can easily find them on Twitter. Here we have the supreme leader of Iran, and he frequently has people chanting Death to America, Death to Israel, Death to England, and several other similar things. Essentially, they don't like Americans very much. And obviously, Hasan seeing this is just creaming his pants, right? Yeah, because he just loves anyone that hates America. And if you remember, this slogan is also used by the...
You should let him... Well, you know what? I'm not going to say that. I am not going to say that. I am not going to say that. Okay. All right. Does Hasan know that he's American? Does Hasan know that these people want to kill him? Does he know that? Does he know that? Did somebody tell him that he's American?
The terrorists that Hasan supports, like the Houthis. Sorry, my bad. Luffy from One Piece, of course. So anyways, getting to the clip, here he is reacting to the leader of Israel. And instead of any reasonable criticism, you know, there's plenty you can criticize him for, he immediately defends the Death to America chant out of all of this. And then he justifies it using the most insane mental gymnastics you will ever see.
It's led millions in the chants of death to Israel and death to America.
I know this is a tough concept to grasp for Americans living in the comfort of their own suburbs, but close your eyes for a moment and imagine the most powerful force on the planet. It would have to be like an alien force with superior technology at this point, because there's no more powerful force in America. Just consistently destroying, consistently wiping out other countries in the region, and then, or even using like Canada to, with regular frequency, blow up parts of America. You have no retaliation. What would you think about that alien force? You would think that they...
When did we use Canada to blow up America? What is he even saying?
Countries in the region, and then, or even using like Canada to, with regular frequency, blow up parts of America. You have...
When did America use Canada to blow up parts of America? What is that even? Okay.
No retaliation. What would you think about that alien force? You would think that they are the greatest evil of all time. You would unite in arms. You would say death to that alien force every day.
Right. So he calls...
Isn't America the country that got into debt by helping too many other countries when we shouldn't have? Isn't America the country that's gotten into debt by sticking our nose into fucking wars that we have no place in being? And isn't America the fucking country that also has a policy for our military veterans to, or our military force to not shoot unless fired upon first? America is just fucking stupid with how it goes about wars. We waste so much money helping other countries. Like, even for America versus Afghanistan, if we were to deal damage to the cities or the place that we went to in Afghanistan during war, we would pay to rebuild those cities. Yeah, I'll be real. I just wish... I honestly think that I would like America to just leave it alone and just mind our own business, absolutely. But to claim that the United States is an evil country, I highly doubt that.
America an alien force and supports people chanting this.
Sure, every now and then we get a little bit of oil. Sure, we go for oil. We get a little bit too greedy. I agree. We're a little bit greedy and stupid. But evil, I don't know about that.
It's obviously insanely death cult slogan. Now, if you needed any clarification as to what death to America means, it is a warning to the American people that they literally want to end all of them, every American. So yeah, in other news, Hasan is supporting even more insane death cult terrorists. In other news, water is wet. Now, I know most of you understand that this guy is so far beyond a political commentator or an idiot on the internet. He's a dangerous force radicalizing people into supporting terrorists. It's blatantly obvious. He is anti-American in every way. I just wonder how long it will take for the average Hasan fan to understand this. Now, I know a lot of his people actually do support the same thing, right? They are insane radicals as well. But
I also really feel that if America is evil, as you say, Hasan, why haven't they punished you for the way that you speak yet then? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other countries to where if you were to sit in a country and say that they deserved all the atrocities and tragedies that have come to it and radicalize people to destroy the country that you're in, I'm pretty sure you'd be eating a bag of dicks in prison right now or be fucking dead, to be completely honest. Also, guys, do we know a single nation that has an immense amount of power that isn't corrupt? What is the good boy? What is a very strong country that isn't corrupt? I'm actually very curious.
To any Hasan fans that are on the fence, who somehow managed to stumble upon my video through the graces of the YouTube algorithm, this should be a wake-up call. All right, if you're American, I mean, he's supporting the people he wants to dead. I don't know. He's kind of self-destructive in this, in that sort of sense. But yeah, this is just a clear indication that this guy has gone way too far. All right, he is completely insane, and we got the most idiotic people gathering on Twitter to somehow defend this. Here we got Casey saying people taking offense to the phrase "death to America" are either being intentionally obtuse or they don't really understand what it means. Yes, what could that possibly mean? It's a very complex statement, actually. It doesn't mean literal death to the people here. It's not inciting violence. It means people want to destroy the oppressive system we live under. Of course, that's what it means. You don't understand. We need to ignore exactly what the slogan says and assign your own random, unrelated meaning to it. Insane, insane. The absolute hoops they are jumping through to justify this is just crazy. And you know the worst part?
I think that's like the dumbest shit I've heard since people saying that like all lives matter is like a hate movement. It's just not. It's just saying that everybody's life fucking matters. People were saying that all lives matter undermines BLM, but it's like, come on, man. Like, you know what it implies. People just freak the fuck out over that for no reason.
There are literally people in America on the streets chanting this too at these random protests because of people like Hasan who go on stream 10 hours a day, every day, telling people it's okay to do that and justifying the slogan. Personally, I feel like if you say this shit, you need to be locked up. I mean, because you're literally calling for the death of a lot of people. Anyways, after this, Hasan continues his revolutionary
BLM undermines itself very well alone. That's crazy.
Free cosplay. He goes down to the LA No Kings protest and does his usual propaganda, trying to pretend he actually cares about Americans, when we just looked at him justifying a death slogan on his stream. And the worst part, apparently this protest is crawling with Hasan fans.
It's me again. And we are on our way to downtown Los Angeles right now to City Hall. We're gonna go see what the environment looks like. We're gonna go see if the No Kings protesters are still out and about. Hey, what's good?
I've been here since like 10 months. Oh my God, hello!
Hi.
Been here since...
Oh shit!
Good to see you, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing good.
Oh no, not crank gameplays too. Oh my God. Oh no. Remind me to unfollow every content creator that showed up to this. Oh, dude, I liked this guy. That's so shitty, bro. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that is tragic. So if you didn't know, that is Ethan Nestor or Crank Gameplays, I think. And I think he had a podcast with Jacksepticeye and he's like really close with Markiplier and stuff. Bro, you are embarrassing yourself and tanking your reputation by associating with this terrorist supporting freak. Now, I'm all for peaceful protests. You can totally peaceful protest, whatever. But I draw the line at being buddy-buddy with Hasan at this point because we just looked at the clip, all right? Bro supports the slogan, all right? And I don't know if Ethan has any idea of what this guy actually supports. Obviously, this guy needs to watch the series. In fact, you can just watch this episode and it probably should be enough to convince you. But if you needed any other justification, just watch the entire series. You'll find all the evidence you need that this guy is the biggest scumbag piece of shit, anti-Semitic, anti-American piece of shit there is. Then after this, they're like standing off against the cops. And honestly, I don't know what they're trying to accomplish. Apparently, Trump is going to look at this and immediately stop all deportations. That's how it works. Literal fantasy land, bro. He literally just tweeted that he's gonna go 10 times harder now with the deportations. So congratulations, you have accomplished nothing. And gathering in the middle of roads, in one part they're in like a four-way intersection. It's like, dude, you have no idea the amount of damage you could be doing. I remember last video I was saying that, oh, people are blocked from going to work, but the most important part is that that's not the only reason people are traveling around. They might be needing to go to the hospital or other way more pressing issues that you might even be resulting in the death of some people. You never know. So here's the thought: stop getting in the way. Do your protests on the footpath or the...
Can you imagine having to go to the fucking hospital because like your grandmother's having a heart attack or your dog's having a stroke, but you can't get to where you need to go because a bunch of people are deciding to stand in the middle of the road because they don't want criminals deported from our country? These people are fucking pathetic, man. I'm sorry. I cannot humor this idea at all.
Pavement, or maybe there's like sectioned off areas or designated areas where you can protest. Feel free to do that. But blocking regular people is so beyond common sense. It's just annoying.
Big formation of cops. Look at that. National Lawyers Guild legal.
There's a big formation of cops. Why is there so many big formation of cops around this big formation of people? I wonder why that is, man. Oh, the cops are so bad because they equated the amount of officers to the amount of civilians breaking the law right now, man. What are they doing? Oh man, police bad, police bad.
Legal Observer with the merge.
I'm a 4-year sub.
With the merge. Nice.
Ay, 4-year sub to Hasan and bought Hasan merch. What a flippin' loser, dude. You could not torture that information out of me. Congratulations on failing to have a shred of common sense. Looks like a full-grown man as well, bro. Tragic. Also, Hasan, can you take that fucking press vest off? You are not the press, bro. You're a terrorist sympathizer. You're not a journalist documenting things on both sides, being fair. You're a propaganda machine doing anything and everything you can to twist the narrative in your favor. And by the way, I just gotta point out, for like 30 minutes straight, every 2 seconds in Hasan's chat, you will see this exact same message. ACAB. All right, now, if you don't know what ACAB is, it means all
cops are bastards is what it means.
Cops are bastards. Not cops who did something illegal or broke the law or used excessive force or something like that. All cops. That is definitely not a cult mentality akin to racism where you take all people and group them into one bracket. Let's just ignore the fact that there's plenty of cops who literally sign up to protect people and safeguard their community. There's plenty of cops.
I've had one bad cop experience in my entire life, and I've had like countless of good ones. But just because I had one bad experience with one cop doesn't mean that now all of a sudden all cops are bad. That's literally the same shit as that's the root of racism right now. Now, I do think that I'm lucky because I'm not black, because then my experience might be way different. But yeah, cops have been overall a net positive in my life rather than a net negative.
Cops who risk their lives every day to keep you safe. Hasan, you literal brain dead moron. If somebody robs your house and lights your car on fire or threatens your life, who are you calling? The cops? But I thought all cops were bastards. It's insane just the levels of hypocrisy. They always take it too far. Now, I'm not going to show it. You can find these on Twitter, but there's literally tons of videos of people like burning American flags in some of these protests. I'm pretty sure Ethan Klein from H3SC was also reacting to them as well. And that is just insane to me. If the whole concept is that you love America and want to stay so bad, why are you burning American flags? Dude, those have got to be Hasan fans. That is like the level of hate right there. And if any of you for a second think that Hasan is some sort of real revolutionary just because he stepped out of his mansion for 5 seconds, just go back to the Gaza clip.
Dude, I might actually take Marsh with me to Gaza.
Gaza?
Yeah.
Marsh, you can say no.
I already asked him. He said yes.
I do kind of have a little bit of FOMO. Cutie and I both.
We want to go to Gaza.
You know, I'm working on it right now.
Is it dangerous?
Yeah. Yes. Brother, I'm not going to Israel so you can execute me, okay? Stop demanding that I go to Israel. Stop demanding that I go to Nazi Germany.
Is it dangerous?
Yeah. Yes. Thinking about going to Gaza thing is also kind of stupid. Dude, I might actually take Marsh with me to Gaza because I was invited by literal journalists that work in Gaza.
Is it dangerous?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. And I unfortunately most likely will not be able to go because...
Is it dangerous?
Yeah. Yes. The people that I did talk to said that they could not give me security assurances. Yeah. Yes. That Israel would not kill me. Dude, I might actually take Marsh with me to Gaza.
Is it dangerous?
Yeah. Yes.
It's too dangerous. Yeah, of course this absolute pussy is going to do some performative bullshit for propaganda. And at the very first sign of danger, he will run away. Like immediately cozy up in his $3 million mansion. Never forget this guy is a giant pussy. And it was also when I talked about this situation with Sabrina Carpenter. Basically, she had a vinyl cover where she was on her knees and it was implying like sucking off a guy or something. And it was like some derogatory stuff. And obviously she's a popular celebrity now, a big
that's empowering. That's empowering. It's not being a hoe, it's empowering.
And she got a lot of criticism from people calling her out like, oh, this is just degrading yourself. This is embarrassing. And Hasan has to come in to defend her, obviously.
Did you see the new Sabrina Carpenter controversy, which is hilarious? Gen Z has turned into such Puritans. I know. The Sabrina was like too soon and too publicly humiliated.
Gen Z's turned to such Puritans. Every female has an OnlyFans. Yeah, that's what's happening.
I find it strange that people take this kind of role, people take this kind of position. Is not being anti-sex to say how sex and media portrays women? Oh my God. No. I'm not just talking about this in general. I'm talking about like Zoomers that weirdly enough went so hyper woke that they actually ended up flipping back to a puritanical attitude. And that is what is being exhibited right now. I don't think that this is like setting women back.
It is absolutely setting women back. Of course, she can do whatever she wants, but you will be criticized for this dumb type of shit where you're degrading yourself and a lot of girls are looking up to her, so she's obviously a bad influence. But honestly, I can't really expect morals from Hasan Piker, the guy who went to a brothel in Germany that was...
No, dude, I think more celebrities should get bukkakied by their fans. It's very, very, very empowering, and it shows that they really care about their community. Yeah, I think that's what more celebrities should do. I think it's a great lifestyle choice. Absolutely, bro. That should be what concerts are, man. That would be awesome.
Was raided for human trafficking.
You should lead by example. Nah, I'm good because I'm not powerful enough of a man to commit to that. But all these strong people should. Y'all let them take the first leap.
And had underage people in it. Obviously, he's gonna have this take where he loves watching women degrade themselves. And I also found this clip where apparently Hasan is joining the cuck club with iDubbbz. Here he admits to dating a prawn star, which already shows you his level of standards. And then he says he doesn't care if she sleeps with other people.
Dating a porn star, like, did you care that she was fucking other guys for work?
No. She had sex with one dude.
Okay.
Through the entire process for work, and I didn't care.
Oh my God! Now we know.
Yeah, I'll be real. Like, I just got pissed off when my girl was just taking lewd photos. They just didn't sit right with me. I think that says a lot about you as a man if you're okay with your girl fucking another person. That's insane. Like, that's sociopathic, bro. Like, I feel like there's no way you have any real love in your heart for the person that you're with if you're okay with the thought of them being with another person. That's psychotic. Why are so many grown men being tricked into becoming cucks? iDubbbz be saying that shit. Hasan be saying that shit. I don't know why the fuck Sneeko and Kanye West be saying that shit either. Bro, that shit is wild. Hasan, Diddy, Osama bin Laden, Epstein, baby oil, cuck piker. Holy fuck. Men equals cheat. Abused women equals cheat and empowering. Yeah, men cheat equals abuse. Women cheat equals empowering. Yeah, of course. You want to know a thing that a man can never say, but women say every day? Anytime anything bad happens to a woman, they're going to say they were manipulated into doing it. And everybody believes them. Yo, guys, how many times have you ever heard a man say a woman manipulated them into doing something they didn't want to do and anybody had any sympathy for them whatsoever? It's because all women have to do is say manipulated and people believe them. You want to know why that is? They want to act like it's because they're so caring and they're so forward. It's because they believe all women are stupid. That's what they believe. That's why every person who claims they're so supportive, so progressive, believes every woman when they say they were manipulated. Straight up. Because they think women are that weak and fucking stupid that they have zero accountability for their own actions they chose to do. And that's the God's honest truth. Yet people who say, yeah, no, that's bullshit, are actually the people who believe that women have a lot more strength than how they're portrayed on the internet. Because everybody sees women as weak victims waiting to fucking happen. That's what they think. That's why everybody believes women and nobody believes men. Because they think women are fucking useless. And that's the truth.
Why he's such good friends with iDubbbz. They both love watching. All right, fellas, we got a new slogan, terrorist supporting cuck. Oh my Lord, wonderful. Just when you think it can't get any better, it does. You thought we'd run out of material on episode 40, but we just got fresh from the press right here. Fresh from the oven here, my God. Anyways, let's move.
And that's the thing that really pisses me off is that all of these women coming out and crying and saying, oh, this horrible shit happened to me, this terrible shit happened to me, and they're all fucking liars. Do you know how hard it is to believe real victims in 2025? It's insane. Because there are so many fucking people who cry wolf that when a real victim comes around, nobody's gonna fucking believe them. That's why all these bullshit piece of shit women who lie about this shit, I hate them. And what's even worse is these stupid rat bitches who believe these people without doing any research. And they say, I believe all women. Well, guess what? I believe all men. Because there is so many fucking liars right now on social media. It's insane, and it gets worse every single day. And these stupid motherfuckers don't fact check shit. They never hear both sides ever. So dumb. And guys, this is not about me. This is really not about me. It's about so many people who have had their lives ruined due to this shit. How about instead of saying, I believe all women, I believe all men, how about we just do some research and we believe in the age-old process of innocent until proven guilty? What a thought.
Move on to the protests. Apparently people are trying to light federal buildings on fire now, and they're leaving fires in the middle of the road to block traffic.
As the rioters try to set fire to the federal building. but mainly just kept a tiny bonfire on the street, attempting to block traffic from going by.
Yeah, just looking at this, these people are criminals. This is a riot. If you're setting things on fire, causing this much unrest, this is just a riot. Also, leaving fires in the middle of the road is so sinister because cars are passing through, right? That could easily spiral into something way worse, like an explosion. It's just sad, like, how far this has gotten.
As Jonathan Cho shows us, Seattle is just a scene out of Mad Max if it was a Lifetime original movie. But obviously, they're too afraid to block this garbage truck.
We gotta watch this.
Or even these armored Cybertrucks. Or even this random SUV with a family inside, floated right through their group. As the only car they successfully stopped was some scared girl who apparently had to abandon her vehicle at a fair, which begs the question. What does a random girl, a family, and a garbage truck have to do with Donald Trump's deportations? Absolutely nothing.
Congratulations, guys. You stopped the deportations by scaring a random girl, making her abandon her car. Wow, we did it, guys. The Hasan Piker revolution has worked. We love America. Dude, what is law enforcement doing? Actually lock these psychos up. My God. If you're on the footpath...
It's actually... Dude, I know everybody says, oh, these cops are so bad. The cops are so bad. Brother, they're not even fucking doing anything. These people, like, dude, I swear to God, if this was my America, and people are so lucky it's not, I would just say, yeah, if you see people doing this shit, just kill them. Because all these people are the bottom 5% of America. And let's just restart. Let's go again. Because these people are fucking retarded. It's just not worth. When you are this far gone to inconvenience vehicles, set fires in the fucking street, destroy buildings, trespass into government property, throw bricks at police officers, throw bricks at civilians. Emotions got the better of me. Lock them up. Let's just lock them up. It's a lot easier. Just lock them up. Put them in jail because they shouldn't be on the streets. They really shouldn't be in the streets. It's just so I'm just embarrassed of my country allowing this shit happening in the streets. It's embarrassing, guys. It's like humiliating. We look so weak letting civilians inconvenience the people who are supposed to carry out our Constitution, carry out our fucking law. We look like a pathetic, divided nation.
Like peacefully protesting with a sign, making your voice heard, power to you. I support you. But if you're blocking somebody's path, don't be surprised when you're roadkill. Now, apparently the police in Seattle is useless and is supporting these criminals.
But where were the cops during all of this? Apparently they were stationed nearby, but didn't seem to make any major arrests.
In Madison, that's where all the Antifa militants are now waiting.
Like, why, legitimately, why are we doing this? This is actually pissing me off. I think the message has been received loud and clear that the police are just getting bowled over by these fucking people. And it's just embarrassing. I need to click off this video before I lose my fucking mind. I'm gonna go watch the whole decoy voice video right now. But here's my thought process. We need to allow the cops to carry out the laws and punish the criminals. And we need to get the criminals out of our fucking America. It's really that fucking easy. Let them back in once they've immigrated legally. I have nothing against migrants. I just want them to do so legally because that is how we are supposed to do things. We have a certain set of rules. We should follow them. And that is how we keep things in order. My opinion. Like, comment, subscribe. Great video, Pegasus.